My name's Godsave. I'm Program Director of the BA in Travel and Tourism Management, and I've been teaching at IBS for around about 7 or 8 years, I think. So it's my pleasure to talk with you today. Before I came to Hungary, I used to work in the retail trade, and then I transferred to travel and tourism, and I came to Hungary to do a consultancy job around about 20 years ago, and I stayed. And I'm going to stay till they pay me for it. No, just kidding. I then started to work for the World Travel and Tourism Council, and I was the regional director responsible for all the countries of this area, as far north as Estonia, as far east as Uzbekistan, and just about all over the place. So I spent most of my life, 3 weeks out of every 4, I guess, travelling around. So after about 7 or 8 years, I guess, with the World Travel and Tourism Council, because after my daughter was born I felt I shouldn't be travelling quite so much, I decided I'd give up that job and really started to look for something else. And I started doing various lectures and small teaching posts at various universities and schools in Hungary. And then an old friend of mine said, why not come to IBS? We need somebody to run some marketing seminars. So I came along, and I liked the place, I liked the people, I liked the students. They were all very smart, and you could have a conversation with them, and it was fun. So I stayed on, and from there we developed all sorts of things, like the BA in Travel and Tourism Management that I'm running at the moment. When I was 18 in the last year at grammar school, I had a teacher who said to me, one day you will be a teacher. And I thought, no way, never am I going to be a teacher. And sometimes I think back to that guy, that I wonder what he saw that I never thought of, because I never ever saw myself as a teacher. But I have to say, I like it, I enjoy it. Not always the marking and the paperwork, but I love the rest. I guess I have quite a few favourite places, if you can have a few favourite places in Hungary. Budapest has to be the Chain Bridge. Whenever I'm coming back from the airport, I always make a point of driving back over Chain Bridge, and I get a buzz from crossing the bridge, and I look at the view, I look at the river, and I know that I've arrived. And maybe I've got a thing for rivers and water, being British, so I guess my other favourite place would be the Tisza River. I love to be by the river, but I also like to be on the river, and I've had a number of opportunities to explore the Tisza by boat, and up to Saraspatak and up the Bodrog as well, and it was a really great time. So I guess that would be my favourite place in the country. Favourite hobbies? What teacher has time for hobbies? No, just kidding. I guess they're centred around the boys' toys, the 3 C's, the important 3 C's: cars, computers and cameras. I love cars. I've owned, I think, around about 46 cars in my life so far, and I'm now looking for number 47. So if anybody knows a really good deal on a BMW, just contact me. Certainly computers. I love working with computers, and that links in with the other hobby with cameras, because I love playing around with Photoshop, and I love my digital cameras, and photography is a big thing for me, and that also of course extends into the other hobby of travelling. So I don't just teach tourism, I do it, so I practice what I preach. I guess I've got a number, mostly from the same biblical source, but I would go for King Solomon's saying in the book of Ecclesiastes, where he said, there's nothing new under the sun. And even though the technology changes, I don't think people change very much, and for certain we can see very clearly that history keeps on repeating itself. As Winston Churchill said, here comes another quote, but never mind. If you want to understand the future, look at the past, and I think those two tie nicely together.